Hey, if you enjoy reading comic books as much as I do, you are in the right place. Happy new comic book day, everybody. My name is Comic Man Andy, and I'm your host tonight. Welcome to the Comic Man Andy Comic Cave and Comic Dojo. Tonight, we're going to be going over new comic book day pickups. We're going to be going over a couple of announcements and a little bit of news. So welcome to the channel tonight, everybody. It's Wednesday. Get hyped, get pumped, get happy. So the week is half over. Show me on the dial where the week is hurting you. Let's talk about some comic books. But before we get into that, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. So major announcement, we put together a little deal. The channel continues to be partnered with Gary of Impressive Comic Book Services. He over there is doing a fantastic job pressing and cleaning all the books we send him. What we're going to be doing for the year of 2023 is every time we do a CGC live unboxing on the channel, we will be giving away CGC slab. Giving away a CGC slab live to anybody in the live chat for that show. Because I'm going to say live like 5 more times. You guys know how it is, right? Like, yes, because that's how live feeds go, right? So as people kind of filter into that chat, we're going to talk about our plan for that. We met our goal of 12 CGC unboxings or 12 CGC submissions last year. We may not have made time to unbox them all. But we're going to make it easy. We're going to cut to the chase. We're going to make 2023 all about the comic community, and we're going to be giving back. We're going to be looking for other ways to partner with other channels. One of the things that we're doing this year, continuing from last year, is we're partnering with Impressive Comic Book Services, like we said over there. Gary, if you guys have not used Gary's service, go ahead and check them out. We will pull that up during the live show. And for the year of 2023, if you go to Impressive Comic Book Services and you give him the code CMA10, CMA10, you get 10% off your first order with Gary this year. So be sure to check him out. Awesome services. We will pull that up as I should have done earlier. But we will get into the comic books momentarily. I'm really excited for that because I think it's a ton of fun to do blind live CGC unboxings. And I have a hoot when you guys show up for those as well. So it's just a blast to kind of guess, kind of see what's going on. So here it is. Impressive Comic Book Services. Get a hold of Gary over there. Use code CMA10 for the year of 2023, and you'll get 10% off your first order with Gary. And we are sticking extra books in every one of our CGC submissions so that we get those back and we unbox those live. We're going to be giving away a CGC slab in the live chat. You got to be in the live chat hanging out with us. Could be multiple winners every time. Who knows? Our minimum last year was we did 12 submissions. We're getting comfortable with submitting books, so we're going to try to even go well above that. A minimum of 1 per month is what we're shooting for. Now, that's as long as turnaround times continue to be extremely favorable. We've got one this Saturday that we're doing. This Saturday, we are doing a 10-book blind unboxing that only took 6 days to grade. Only 6 days to grade at CGC. Holy shit, can you believe that? So everybody's filtering in the chat. I cannot wait for this Saturday. Don't know what time we're going to do it yet. It's going to be before dinner. It's going to be after lunch, somewhere favorable in there where everybody's chilling and hanging out. Zuni with a little fist bump action for 2023 in the comic community. Good to see you, brother. Ahoy, mates and mermaids. Captain, good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Good to know you guys. Everybody, come on, mama. Thanks for being here. Yes, DJ Links is in the house. What up? If you guys don't know, make sure to subscribe to DJ Links and join the Links squad over there for that membership. Awesome perks there. Awesome content with DJ Links. Come on, mama, still in the chat. We got 11 people watching live. We did not slouch this week. Now, granted, the thing about doing a live YouTube show is remaining consistent, right? Well, through the holiday season, books kind of taper down, taper off. This week is no slouch. We don't mean to be pulling this many books every week. We are kind of tapering down a little bit. Speaking of tapering, right off the get-go, the very first book we have off the top, Predator number 6, the end of, this is a typical story arc of 6 issues, right? This is what I was pulling to. We're going to. So we're stopping at 6. Gotta love that cover. Classic Predator pose. Say that 5 times fast. Classic Predator. See? I couldn't even do it. Taylor Winder, what is up, brother? We just did the announcement, and we will do the announcement one more time after we get through some of these books. YouTube, DJ Links, there's the link. Thank you. Come on, mama. I hope you guys are as pumped as I am because it feels like it's time to get back into the normal swing of things, doing live feeds. 2023's got to be better than 2022, and it's got to be better than 2021. Holy moly. The next book that we picked up from Marvel, I actually picked this up, not even on a recommendation. I just thought I agreed heavily with somebody when this book hit the shelf. Not when it really hit the shelf. We were talking about it last night on Supplements Comics Group. But Brian McClay is like, you know what? If you're going to do an homage, you do it right. And this one is done really, really, really well. There were only 2 copies left in my LCS. And you know what? I'm not the biggest Ghost Rider fan, but you know what? I bet there are a lot of people out in the community that are. And if this book does okay, well, let's throw this in the submissions, right? Let's throw this in the CGC submissions, get it pressed and get it clean, and hopefully it comes back at 9.8 and we can give this away live on the channel. I don't know. This is an absolute stellar homage like McClay's talking about. And I got to admit, McClay's got an eye for awesome artwork, awesome books. So I took McClay's feedback on that and grabbed a copy, and we're going to add that to the giveaway stack. It's going to get pressed and clean. Who knows? Will it be back next month or will it be back the month after? It is a great cover. Taylor's just watching and hanging out. The magnificent beard. You know, this beard is just getting there and getting there and getting there. I'm really hoping to get my Wednesday schedule figured out so that I can spend more time hanging out with Taylor and those guys in the Comic Vet before coming over here. And boy, oh boy. Who says you're ever too old for Kool-Aid? No, sir. No, sir. Speaking of being too old for anything, Star Wars. Never too old for Star Wars. High Republic 4 is out. You guys are going to get to whip and beat the crap out of me this week because, yes, once again, the old Comic Man Andy is still behind. Still behind on the reads. So everything is, we're scrolling right through. We're making it quick. Picked up. We still pick up all of the Star Wars variants. All of the Star Wars variants. We still pick up all of them because I am just really, really comfortable in where I'm at with collecting comic books and what I like and not worrying about what other people think. And it's what I want to read and what I want to do. Everything Star Wars is hitting our collection. It might be one of those things where we grade the keys and keep the keys, and then we take the big runs. And when we're done reading them, enjoying them, we take the runs and put them out for the community to pick up at under cover price. You know what I mean? Half cover price or something like that, and then you turn around and get the trade paperback or get an omnibus or get a hardcover of some sort later on. It's about the experience, right? Darth Vader 30 is out. I like the Raza cover. The Raza did a virgin variant of this that looks really good, but I'm committed to sticking to my guns and not buying store variants and not buying artist variants. And I'm going to continue pushing through with that for the year of 2023. It's saving a lot of money, but then we did get basically all other variants that were available. Only 3 available at the LCS. 40th anniversary Sprouse variant, and it's labeled 1 of 40. So they are going to do a full 40 Sprouse variants for the 40th anniversary right there. This is the first one. I'm digging it. I like it. This reminds me of a VHS cover, like in the 80s or the early 90s when you're going around to Blockbuster and you're looking at the cover of the next big movie that's out that week. It just kind of reminds me of that. Looks really good. It's just some of the Sprouse variants. I just want to grade all of them. And then I'm like, I want to get a completed set. And then if I forget a book, it just kills me and I can't grade any of them. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Cutting back is a big thing. Come on, mama. Welcome to the show, Decor. Fire Comic Book Wednesday. Absolutely. Comic Book Wednesdays are, if you guys like reading comic books as much as I do, you guys are in the right spot. Don't forget to check out the Comic Vet and Taylor Winder and Rob's Fat Stacks over there, the Comic Vet's channel. He has just hit 1,000 subscribers. Next Wednesday is his big hangout and giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so far behind, just like you. Come on, Mom. I'm at least 2 months behind. Jimmy, what is up? Dad won't let me watch until I finish my homework. Oh, yeah, that he does that sometimes. Yep, Dad's right there. Absolutely. Good job cutting back, but then we still came home with, I think the total today was like $100 and some odd $160, $160 worth of books. I noticed that some of the ratio variants are coming. Like if we talked about the last couple of weeks when things slowed down, ratio variants were kind of showing up for half ratio, like 1 in 50s for 25 or under, 1 in 100s, I think for like $30 or $40, something like that. Michael, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Like I said, we're going through the books, doing a couple announcements, keeping it a short, concise show. And in fact, I've got some ideas about that as well. Thanks for some feedback from some friends. Mandalorian 7 is out. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know that I really kind of see a point to reading the Mandalorian run. I'm collecting them because I love Star Wars and because I want to collect the books. Issue 7's being touted as the first appearance of Moff Gideon within the comic book. Now, we had the first cover appearance from Darth Vader, 21 or 22? That Sprouse variant. Super cool, super underrated book. That first cover appearance of Moff Gideon is a great opportunity to pick that up on the cheap cover price online and get that signed by Juan Carlo Esposito and get it graded if you're a Star Wars collector. This is a really good opportunity before those signatures get really expensive. And while the book is cover price or less still, really not this one, the one I'm sitting there holding up, but the Darth Vader 21 or 22, correct me if I'm wrong. But if 7 is the first comic book appearance of Moff Gideon in the interior, well, I mean, I'm not going to read it. We watched the show. This series is a direct adaptation of the show. So as a Star Wars collector, it's just kind of nice to have all of the covers and have all of the copies, because that's my biggest fault, is being a completionist collector. Buy one to read, buy one to hold, and then you get all of the other variants to go with it. I do like the 1 in 25 Sway variant, and this was 14, so under ratio. The Sway variant does look really. I know Rob and I know a couple of the other guys on the Comic Vest channel were like, was he playing D&D? Is this House of the Dragon? Is this Game of Thrones? And I'm like, well, this point in the series, I can't quite remember. Was this when they were fighting the Krayt Dragon? Is this artist rendition of a Krayt Dragon? So still, I like it. I like the colorization on it. I like the perspective of it. The dragon could be a little bit either more Star Warsy and a little less D&D like, but I like the kind of use of the side, not title. It's been this long since I've really talked comic books live. Wow. Trade dress. The side trade dress. Thank you. Yes. And then the Clark 1 in 50. They wanted full ratio of this, and I can kind of see why. This the Clark cover is looking really good. I like Mando and Grogu sitting in front of the fire. And then who knows what's happening with this on the second. I don't even care what's happening with it. We've got it. We're probably going to grade. We're probably going to go through the Star Wars collection and start grading all the ratio variants at some point this year. And then with one last Star Wars book, Ricky Markstadt, what is up? Thanks for being here. Good to see you. It's less than the 4 before. It is still a win. Yeah. I believe there's at one point in 2021 or beginning of 2022 that we had a new comic book day that was approaching $500 for 1 week. Granted, we were kind of paying attention to what was going on and what was going to release, and we're kind of saving up to that, but that's just not a thing. Yeah, Decor's like only 160. That's a light day for me. We're trying to get to sub 100 every week because I want to get way more comfortable in what I can actually process in a given week and read in a given week. Because like I said, I am 2 months behind on at least 6 titles right now. That's a bit more than I can chew on. It's gray and dreary here in Michigan, but there's not enough rainy days to call off of work to sit at home and just read comic books all day by yourself without interruption. A few weeks ago, I added one new signature to, the Star Wars The Clone Wars issue 1. 6 signatures on the comic. Very awesome, man. That's something we were able to take. Get down. Come on. Get off of there. Down. Let's go. Come on. Dogs are going to dog sometimes, We got really lucky. And community member Comics and Death Metal was letting go of an entire series of Clone Wars 1 through 12 in really, really, really high grade for a really affordable price, and we couldn't turn them down. So Ricky, we're taking a page from your book, and we're going to go get that signed by Ashley Eckstein this year and Matt Lantern, and that is going to be awesome. But that's it for Marvel books. We're getting into the indie side of things, which means we are getting Star Wars High Republic Adventures #2. Surprisingly, there is not a variant that I could find anywhere on League of Comic Geeks or anywhere else for this. So this is it. Cover A, issue 2. Pretty happy with that, which means just grab it and then read it and done. Pretty simple, right? Maybe I can do that with the rest of them. 10,000 Black Feathers is going to be a rainy day read that I probably should have picked up in trade, but I was committed to getting the miniseries because it's Lemire and Sorrento. Yes, Lemire and Sorrento, that powerhouse tag team from Gideon Falls, is back. And I promised myself and a lot of you guys out there in the community that if Lemire and Sorrento are both on the same title, grab it and go buckle up for the ride, because Gideon Falls was one of the best thriller/horror comic books of 2019 into 2020. I think it ran for about 2.5 years. Speaking of Lemire, Little Monsters 9 is out. This has been a fun read, and I've heard that from a lot of other people. Still setting that aside, and we're not going to slow down. Time Before Time 19. I thought this series was going to end. In fact, you know what? I'm so far behind in this. I'm just going to drop it from the poll list, get caught up, read what I can. maybe get issue 20 and bundle up those 20 issues for a giveaway, or throw it on eBay for half cover price for somebody that is interested in grabbing them and keeping the single issues. That's just you kind of fall down that rabbit hole. Something sounds like it's going to be really cool in previews when you're reading about it, and you add it to the pull list. You read the first 5 or 6 issues of that first story arc, or that first story arc and a half, and you get invested, and then you get behind, and you get behind. You get the next thing you know, you've got third, fourth, fifth story arc or something like that, and you're like, why am I still buying this? It's not that I don't want to read it. It's like I'm not having time. So that's going to be one of the first titles that I probably cut, to be honest with you. That and Predator. That's already 2 titles down. Speaking of titles that I definitely want to cut back on, last title for the week is Something is Killing the Children. Now, I definitely want to keep reading this. I'm enjoying what Tinian's doing with this. I am solidly 2 months behind on this issue, or this series. But why are we at issue 28? And okay, the Geist variant is awesome. I like this variant a lot. Fellow community member out there, Mellow Fellow, actually has the original art to this, or original painting of this from Geist. Super, super, super cool. You can find it on his Instagram. But why am I still at almost 3 years buying all of the variants to this? Granted, $9 isn't a lot for, well, the unlockable could have been $5 instead of 9. A 1 in 25 for $20 for the 125. This does look really good as a virgin variant. But this is Boom 101. They have a good title that a lot of people are reading that's got a lot of interest, that is really good. And instead of kind of following suit with how publishers have done things and just do variants kind of at certain points in the series, like at arcs or at new character introductions, they're doing 1 in 25s, 1 in 50s, 1 in 75s, 1 in 100s. I mean, like, why am I buying these? Because I'm a completionist collector? Maybe. Is it because I like the covers? Yeah, some of them I do. But I don't have to have them. This is progress, in my opinion. This is progress for me, in my opinion. So I probably am going to cut it at this. I'm glad I did get last month's. Last month had this holofoil variant that was really cool, and I love holofoil books. But why am I doing this to myself? It's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's 20, 30. Cover price, 30. That's $35 that I could have kept in my gas tank or in my wallet and just got cover A. Yeah, it's time. And when I'm done with this show, I'm actually going to go ahead and email my LCS. I'm going to drop Something is Killing Children down to cover A. I'm going to drop Predator, and I'm going to drop Time Before Time, and kind of take a look and make sure. This is where I kind of got caught with my pants down the last couple of years, and make sure that series that are labeled as mini-series in previews, 6 issues, make sure that they're still just going to be mini-series and they don't bump them to maxi-series or bump them to ongoing. And then all of a sudden I'm buying a title constantly for a year or two and not keeping up with the reading and spending all the money, when really from Previews Magazine, all I intended on doing was getting the first story arc, or because it was labeled and sold as a mini-series. But then they change it, and if I don't pay attention to that, then I forget about it. And next thing you know, which is kind of how Something is Killing the Children, is kind of how House of Slaughter, kind of how I got stuck with some variants there. Granted, I took a big L with House of Slaughter. I'm in love with Something is Killing the Children as a story and what Tinian was taking it, but I took a big L with House of Slaughter when I paid what we did to get the 1 in 1,000, the 1 in 500 variants for House of Slaughter. They both came back 9.8. I don't even know if we got rid of those, if we sold those or not. I don't know. I can't remember if I gave them away or what, but they might be here somewhere in the pile. But like, that's when they wanted ratio price for ratios, $1,000 and 500. So nay. Comic Man Andy's not paying ratio prices for ratio indie books like that. Worked out a deal, but it's still paid way more than I should have, and took a big L on modern books, which I thought, with Tinian backing them and with the story that he'd been doing, was going to be kind of like an easy, break even. The only idea is not necessarily to make money hand over fist. It's to kind of break even on New Comic Book Day stuff, early beginning stuff, and then build a collection kind of as you go. But I took a big L on those books. That taught me a really good lesson, and that's to pay attention to what some indie publishers are doing and how they're ahead of the game, changing what they're doing. And it's like that magic sleight of hand kind of like, bam, here you go, $1,000, give it to me. Like, what? Let me get back into the chat here. I've been yammering for way too long. TIE Fighter, what is up? Thanks for being here. The setup is dope. I'm only hoping to make it even more dope in 2023 this year, as I'd like to really get into setting up a professional studio. Let me rephrase that. Semi-professional. I like the convenience. I like the lights. But what I really want to do is kind of get rid of this old shoddy desk and sit at something that's a little bit more comfortable and something that has equipment set and can stay set. I wanted to get a stream deck. I don't want to be a professional streamer for like gaming. I want the convenience of coming home from work to cook dinner, to come right downstairs, to hit the power button, sit down, go live, and just tap a couple of buttons without a lot of work. I want to reduce all of that work into a major amount of convenience so that I can sit here and kind of do what I like doing, is talking comic books and talking to you guys and being a part of the community and helping to build the community. As more and more new people come in, we want to rehash a lot of that educational information that gets buried in YouTube. I want to be able to do that live and give away books and stuff like that. That's what we like to do. For those of you just showing up now, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. We are already 21 minutes in. We get caught up on the chat here. If you want to see the books again, just hit replay. We'll watch it again. For those just getting into comics, what are some good pointers and resources? Don't fall for FOMO. Don't fall for FOMO. Don't fall for FOMO. Don't fall for FOMO. Set yourself a budget, $20. Stick to your budget every week. Pay attention to a lot of the educational resources on YouTube. How to pack and ship comic books, how to where to buy comic books. There are a lot more tools out there for buying and shopping for comic books now than there ever have been. Just educate yourself on all of them and don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what I want to say. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. There are way more cheaper and convenient resources than eBay. Now, granted, eBay is going to have just about anything under the sun comic book related. And if you are impatient like me, sometimes you'll find yourself utilizing eBay. Be a part of the Instagram comic community. That's going to be a big one right there. Be a part of the Instagram comic community right there, because what will happen is a lot of people will buy, sell, and trade right on Instagram. You cut out a lot of processing fees from eBay and other places like that. And trading is so incredibly undervalued, yet is such a hugely powerful tool for building your comic collection and reading comic books. Don't forget to trade. Make a lot of friends. Follow people on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, Comic Man Andy on Instagram, follow me. And every time I post content, I'm tagging a lot of other people so that everybody can kind of cross-find each other and continue to build with that comic community. I know some people might not like getting tagged. I tag everybody everywhere all the time, almost to the point where I kind of feel a little bit bad, but you know how it is. Nice. Yeah, I get it. It's about the time that the wife tries to enforce a budget for the start of the, yeah. Not gonna lie there. Collect what you like and like what you collect. Yeah, collect what you love and you love what you collect. And Two Brothers Comics, collect your way. Lots of different ways to say the same amazing statement. Excuse me. Thanks for sharing in group tonight, Andy. Yes, that's the books. We're going to do an announcement, and depending on how many people are still here, we might rehash the books or we might call it a night. We are all guilty of that. Yes. Too tasty. What is up? Them covers will get you. Got to keep that pull trimmed. You are damn right. Too tasty. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you subscribe. And remember, guys, we'll get into that announcement in just a little bit. Yep, you dropped Berserker. I promised myself that I would complete Berserker. And I get all the covers that the LCS is getting. One last issue in March and done. I don't even think I'm going to get, if when they do like a second series or another portion of Berserker, I don't even think I'm going to get cover A. I think I might just get the trade when the trades as they drop. Makes more sense to me considering how much they just bash your brain with different covers and different variants and different reprintings. I think the reprints, the constant heavy duty reprinting that they did last year, the year before, I think 2023, hopefully they've realized and they're going to slow down on a little bit, because the last couple of months they've been a lot slower. I haven't seen a lot of reprintings coming out. At least my LCS isn't ordering them if that's happening. Comic Man Andy Comics and Cooking Show. You guys are not going to like my style of cooking. Chicken breast, seasoning, done. That's all I do. That's all I ever do. You 9 Funko Pops that you're signing. That's awesome. Very cool. FOMO, don't live here no more. Yeah, we got to get rid of that FOMO. Say no to FOMO. Yeah, say no to FOMO. We are good for the love of God. We're going to make a set of stickers that says so, say no to FOMO. Absolutely. You and your sister met Jason David Frank signed 2 comics. That's man, yeah, awesome. Bad timing and rest in peace. Well, it was awkward to say that, and I apologize. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank, for sure. Sorry I was late tonight. You are the best. Luke, thanks for being here. Luke, another awesome member of the community, has his own YouTube channel, and he's on Instagram. Make sure you're following everybody here. If you've got a wrench next to you, don't be afraid to share links and share other people's IG information and other YouTube channel information, because that's how you help the community continue to grow. So here we are. We are back at the beginning of the show. Like we said, announcement wise, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. The year of 2022 was Mission 22. We will not stop supporting Mission 22 and the Till Valhalla Project at all. Their links will remain in all the content that we post on YouTube to help people share that and find that and discover Mission 22 and Till Valhalla Project and everything that they do out there for veterans and veteran services. We will not stop sharing it. But the mission for 2023 is that of the comic community for sure, 100% full bore. If we can do more CGC unboxings and submissions, we will, which means we're going to be giving away more books, which is going to be awesome. We'll see what kind of books we're going to give away. I got to dig. I am so knee deep in. There are 5 sets of submissions back here that I've got to type up, get them in CGC, get them shipped out to Gary. And I've got at least 2 stacks that I'm starting for 2 different pre-screenings, just the 25 book pre-screenings for CGC. So there are for sure a lot of books going out. Really looking forward to that. Paul Dunn is Paul Dunn? We haven't seen Paul Dunn in a while. Paul Dunn is cool. He's pretty cool for sure, especially when he's floating around Chicago with everybody on his stick. Paul Dunn on his stick. Check out those pictures on Instagram. It was hilarious. So like we said, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community, and we are super happy, extremely excited. We were invited for this. Gary over at Impressive Comic Book Services invited us to a partnership. What does that mean? It means we're not really like Gary doesn't give me anything. I don't really give Gary anything, except we talk about each other. It's a partnership. We talk about his content. He talks about our content. Gary's going to be pressing and cleaning those books that we're going to be giving away all year for the year of 2023. And for this year, if you punch in or give him code CMA10, Comic Man Annie 10, CMA10, you get 10% off your first order with Gary. Gary does a fantastic job. Check him out on Instagram as well. He's not just he's up there. He's top tier comic book. I can't even talk tonight. He is top tier comic book cleaning and pressing, and he handles some of the big keys out there, which is phenomenal. And his pricing is on point with everybody else out there. That being said, we've got a lot of books going to Gary, and Gary is offering that 10% for your first order for this year for the comic community, for everybody out there, and we're going to be giving away those books. That being said, we are sending books to Buddy Red Hood. Uncle Red Hood is going to be CPRing books for us as well. Two Brothers Comics is going to be CPRing books for us as well, because we are teaming up to do comic content out here that is going to be epic. If you remember some of the CGC unboxings back in the day where Jimmy came on and he did the cleaning and pressing for a lot of the saga books we sent in, we're going to be doing stuff like that, and we're going to be hanging out with a lot of cool people in the community. Really looking forward to that. Not looking to get their trade secrets from them or anything like that, but for more people to get to know other people in the comic community and the other services that are out there. Really looking forward to that. Super excited. One of the big things we need to talk about when we're talking about the comic community, though, is this is huge. Everybody remembers Old Wolf, right? Old Wolf 65. Old Wolf is a part of this week coming up. The Cure starts now. 24-hour live stream-a-thon help fund pediatric brain cancer research. They're going to be streaming for 24 hours. The Cure starts now. Don't forget. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Old Wolf. Check out this stream that is coming up. Awesome community member putting it down on the line for the 24-hour stream to help fund pediatric brain cancer research. Be sure to check that out. In fact, everybody here, I am going to drop the link right now. We are dropping the link right now so that you guys can check this out. Please, at a minimum, share this out. If you can, subscribe to Old Wolf, share this out, hit the thumbs up. Oh my, I'm a terrible person. I didn't even hit the thumbs up yet. Hit the thumbs up, share it out Spread the word. If you can't donate, get there, hang out, leave your system streaming the thon. Stream the thon. Oh my Lord, Andy. Yeah. Yeah, we got to work out some bugs here. We got to work out some bugs here on the live streaming aspect. It's been a hot minute. We want to get into this streamathon going on. And Old Wolf asked if we could share that out to the community. So please share this out. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to Old Wolf if you haven't already, and follow what's going on with the streamathon. 2 days from now, January 14th at 7 a.m. it starts. Goes for 24 hours. Help fund pediatric brain cancer research. So do everybody a favor and click the notification button, click that thumbs up, and be a part of that. And hop on your mobile device, go to YouTube, find that stream on Old Wolf, snap a quick picture and share it on Instagram. If at least 4 or 5 people here snap a picture of that and share it on Instagram, and they can ask for other people, you start that kind of call tree effect. Not culture effect, call tree phone. Oh my, I'm dating myself there. All the new kids, this is how they do the phone sign. Like, no joke. The phone tree thing. If 5 people here ask 2 people each, there you go. And then those people ask 2 people, and those people ask 2 people. Let's help share the word for Old Wolf and those guys. But remember, here 31 minutes in. We shared the books. Hit the replay button if you want to catch up the books for New Comic Book Day. Don't forget, this Saturday, we've got the box down here, blind unboxing right here from CGC, and we're going to be giving away a slab live. You got to be there live to win a slab. And if you don't want to win the slab, come hang out live and just be part of it and throw some dad jokes down and have a good time. Because like we said, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. In fact, I keep jumping around. Roger, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year to you and everybody else. Ryan Hayslip, good to see you, brother. Ryan was just with us on Tuesday on Simpleman's Comics News Weekly. We had a blast over there. Luke's got so many boxes to open and videos to make. You just need to find the time. And that's why I'm going to keep going live, man. Just going to keep going live because live is easy and live is fun. You know what I mean? YouTube, that's the YouTube for Impressive Pressing. There you go, right here. There's the YouTube channel for Gary over at Impressive Comic Book Services. Don't forget, CMA10 gets you 10% off your first order with Gary. This is a great partnership. It's not a sponsorship. Gary is not providing me. I pay full price just like everybody else. The thing is if I talk about Gary, Gary talks about this channel, and we go back and forth. The year of 2022 is Mission 22, and Gary was impressed with that and invited us to a partnership so we could help share that message. And now Gary is very excited to be a part of the mission for 2023, and that's of the comic community. So we are really looking forward to that. And then all sorts of links dropping right now. There it is, Impressive Comic Book Service. Thank you so much, Mama, for bringing that to everybody's attention. Thank you again for sharing those links. Sickotron, what is up? Heyo. We are just getting ready to end the shows. Thank you for being here. Hit the replay. Hit subscribe. Catch the other content Monday nights. The Last of Us Roundtable. We're 2 shows in. We met the hosts. We talked about some of the collectibles and some of the news. Now this next Monday is it. This is it. This Sunday, The Last of Us drops, and I am stupid excited for this. The reviews are in. It hit a perfect 100% on Rotten Tomatoes that first morning after. It's about 97% now. Still up there with some of the best shows out there on the market. And I cannot wait to see how this first hour and a half show drops. What kind of bomb are they going to drop us and leave us on a cliffhanger or something like that for the next week? And then Monday night, Double O, myself, and Jax from Border Night are going to get together, and we're going to talk for a solid hour of our reactions and a review of the first episode. Tuesday night, Simpleman's Comics News Weekly. Don't forget to be over there. Wednesday night, New Comic Book Day here. And I'm really excited. Tomorrow night, I got an invite for the Comic-Con podcast. It's like we get to hang out with some royalty tomorrow night on the podcasting section. I'm really looking forward to hanging out with Justin and Zach and talking Comic-Con podcast stuff over there. They sent me some homework, so it's time to hop off here, do the homework, and see what tomorrow's going to bring us, right? Wow. Good to see you all again. Yay, dad jokes. Absolutely. We'll have more next week. Once again, Sicko, thanks for being here. Rest in peace, Boiling Water. You will be missed. Nice. Ayo, Nick's Kicks and Comics just sold my vacuum cleaner. It was just collecting dust. And you're worried about the federal government, man? Your vacuum's been picking up garbage on you for years. I goofed that one up. I tried. I made a valiant effort. Absolutely. That's going to be awesome. Is there a link to the podcast? Ooh, it's on Spotify. It's on Apple iTunes. It's everywhere. Just search Comic Con Podcast. They do have a YouTube. I will get that right now, actually. Let's pull that up and let's do them the service they deserve before we go. Oh, did somebody beat me to it? The official comic. Well, no, I goofed. Nope. Hold on. Yep, we'll get it. Aha. Yes, here we go. Dropping the link for the Comic Con podcast. Now they record apparently Thursday nights, and then they edit it and they release it every Friday morning. So look for their new episodes every Friday morning. But there's the YouTube link, and we will actually take the moment now. It's like, where are we going? What's the hurry? Let's get the Instagram link out for the Comic Con podcast as well. Very cool. Very excited to hang out with them. As I listen to them, I commute to work every day and I listen to their channel or their podcast every day. How is it not coming up? If I could. How is that not coming up? All right, we're going to cheat. And we're going to go this way. I seriously want to share their Instagram real quick. So there it is. I was spelling it right. What the heck? IG. Okay, here you go. There is somebody there. Yes, right there. Follow Nick's Kicks and Comics as well. Here's the link, the Instagram link for the Comic Con podcast. Be sure to follow them. Awesome, awesome. Justin and Zach are two amazing community members out there, and I'm really honored to have an opportunity to sit down and talk comics and geekdom and fandom with them. And I'm sure we're going to be talking a little bit of The Last of Us. Yeah, so it's going to be absolutely dope. I'm over the moon. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. Going to be listening to that episode on Friday, and then Saturday is The Last of Us. Super stoked. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. We are back in the swing of things. It's exciting, and we're going to make some upgrades. And like we said, the year 2023 is that of the comic community, so don't forget to be at every Live for News when we're going to be dropping those CGC unboxings and doing those giveaways for people, everybody out there in the community. And follow on Instagram. That's where a lot of the content pops up. We have a Facebook page as well where everything gets double posted too, so don't forget to check that out there. You guys know how we're going to do it, right? We'll go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch you on the flip side for the next one. Don't forget, most important part all day, every day. Take care of each other. Each other. Take care of each other. Take care of each other. We're all we have. Most important part. Peace out, everybody. Have a great week. Enjoy it.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller buggy has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold.